Pretty and Paid. What's going on?
It's a great day to be alive. It's a great day to have the Paptivites in full effect at Pandora. What's good with you?
Taking it easy, taking it easy. So your music has been everywhere lately. You've been on Madden, P Valley, College Hill. You've done Rolling Out. You've done a bunch of performances on the radar, freestyles. You've been everywhere. So like, just tell me, how has it been for you ever since you've actually emerged into this music game?
Well, I've always been this person. If I can dream it in my head and I believe it, I know I can achieve it. So now that I'm actually living through it, it's just bittersweet. And I know I got to keep my mind drilling. I got to keep pushing this effect. I got to keep letting the world know it's pretty and paid. And I got to keep my creativity going, because now that this red carpet is just flowing, I'm going to keep walking down and I'm going to keep achieving whatever I dream. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. Now, looking into you, one of the biggest things about you is that you're from a small town in Georgia, from Milledgeville. Just tell me more about like how growing up in Milledgeville kind of shaped who you are as an artist today.
Well, it really put the battery in my back, because me being from a small town, I didn't have all the resources to network and get my music out there as I would in Atlanta. So me being from a small town, it really built me to be this hungry artist. It put me at the top of the food chain. And once I came to an area where it's like easier accessible, I was like, oh, this is nothing but a piece of cake. At this point now, I'm repping for the whole South Georgia. So yeah, it's send me not on me.
That's what's up. So like, just coming up, that led you to everything that you're going into recently, with the Pretty and Paid 2.0 album that's came out, and then you got some new music dropping, coming up soon. Just break down like some of your favorite tracks on the Pretty and Paid 2.0, and then like how they came about.
Big Way is one of my favorites on Pretty and Paid 2.0. And also I would say Bipolar, because that's a side that my fans don't really get to see of me, because I always just go hard on the beat. I show that I'm an alpha female. You niggas ain't shit. I'm that girl. It's Pretty and Paid, and whatever is said behind my back, I'm going to figure it out.
Right.
I'm always on that type of time. So when I recreated Bipolar, I was like, you know what? I'm going to soften up a little bit. That's the perfect name for it, Bipolar. And Big Way is just, I knew that it was going to go crazy for the South, because me tapping into my creativity, I always like had this deep voice when I was doing my freestyles 2-3 years ago. And like me switching up my style, I knew that it was kind of gonna be like iffy for my day one fans. I know they was like, oh, we want the old pap, we want the pap that like we fell in love with. So that Big Way song, I knew that was gonna touch them, and it did what it was supposed to do.
That's what's up. All right, so let's jump into something a little bit more recent, that Left Right, and I know we got a video coming soon too. So just tell me about that track, how it came about.
Well, I flew to LA last year. I was really tapping into my originality, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go back to the day one shit. I'm gonna talk my shit on this record, but I wanna do it in a trendy way, because I've been realizing that TikTok is like really changing the whole scenery for the music world right now. And like, it's just evolving daily, and somebody can make a song on TikTok and you famous the next day. So I was like, okay, so now that the branding is changing for artists and stuff, it's time for me to like tap into a more trendy sound for my fans and put like some of my originality in it. So I created Love Right. I did it in the perfect place, LA. Shout out to Skels and everybody that contributed to the record. Is beautiful. And yeah, the video on the way, baby.
Now, what kind of vibe can we expect to see like in the video? Like, were you out in LA when you shot it? Were you like in Miami?
No, actually, I went from the east to the west on both of the,
Yeah.
So I went to Miami to shoot the video, and it was crazy. I went on the campus, Florida Memorial University, shot it with their band, their dance team, and it's a movie. That's all I'm gonna say. It's crazy. It looks like something that's supposed to be in the movie, that ass. And I had so much fun making it, and I'm just excited for my fans to see it.
That's what's up. I'm excited to see it as well.
Yeah.
Last but not least, you started with it. Let's talk about these Paptivites EP that's dropping. Just break down, how many tracks may be on it, who to expect as features.
Well, Paptivites is the art of exhibiting the characteristics of being pretty and paid. I'm working on getting that in a dictionary too. I'm just letting y'all know, okay? It's gonna be in a dictionary. But it's 6 songs total on the EP. And I got 2 features, Fredo Bank, and I'm finna make something legendary happen with Trina on this record, Who's Bad. Just know, I just warned you. Gotta tap in and know the rest. So on this project, I have these papinalities that I exhibit on each record. I have Paprika, the Spice Girl, Papatuli, the Scientist, Papiana, That's my favorite. Don't play with her. If any one of y'all want to diss me, I'm gonna bring out. I'm just letting you know. Okay? Don't piss Papillon off. I got Pappy, that's the big boss. Tupac, self-explanatory. And I got Papillon, the butterfly. That's French for butterfly. She sings. So each record has the papinality in one time on each song. So y'all just gotta tune in, turn your post notifications on, follow me on all social medias to know what's gonna come next, because it's about to be a legendary project for me, and it's the year of consistency for Pap.
For sure. That sounds cool. It's very interesting how you set it up. I'm really interested in seeing how people like receive that EP. Let's jump into some of your inspirations. Who would you say some of your favorite artists are coming up?
One of my favorite artists was Foxy Brown. She was very dominant to when I first started, because like the depth of her voice and how her cadence and how she presented herself, it just talked to my inner queen. So Foxy Brown was like really a big blueprint for me. And when I started first doing freestyles, I also listened to Nicki Minaj, Wayne, Tupac. I love Tupac. Oh my God. You can't play a song and I'm not going to sing it word for word. Like, we could fight about it. And crazy to say, I like Miley Cyrus because I like to switch my wigs. Yeah.
That's what's up. You got a wide range.
Yeah.
Wide range. I really appreciate the Foxy thing too. She was one of my favorite artists coming up. The aesthetic, everything
Right.
about her. So she was dope. So let's see. What was your most memorable moment in hip hop? And that can be anything from like the first time you performed, maybe like the first time you met somebody that you really idolized coming up in the game, like whatsoever.
I would say I have this big brag on my belt where like every artist that I've ever listened to when I was a teen, majority of them, 80% of them have acknowledged my artistry at this point. From either just liking a post, commenting up under it, giving me a feature. It's just bittersweet. It's just showing me that I'm going on the right path. I chose the right career.
That's dope. What's next for you this year?
Well, since the year of consistency for Pap, I know I'm gonna get my accolades for it. I got Roll It Loud on the way. In God's name, I'm releasing 3 more projects this year. I'm gonna push my Pretty and Paid brand to the max. I got merchandise on the way. I'm gonna come up with my own lip gloss brand because my fans keep asking for it. My Papatuli show is gonna go big on big. And oh my God, it's just so wide range at this point. My mind's just always just going. I always have these things in my head that I want to do for my career. And one thing I know, if I believe and I can achieve it, and if you're watching this, you should think the same thing. So
For sure.
it's no limit for Pap Chanel, and I'm on the way, baby. Don't play with her.
All right, my very last question is, what advice would you have for independent artists, female artists, or even male artists that are coming up in the game?
I would say originality sells. It's slow in the beginning because a lot of people not gonna get it, but stay one of one. I've heard it all the time. When I was coming up in my career, I was like, yeah, all right, that's nice to hear. I'm gonna be authentic. But now that I'm in it, my foot all the way in the dough, I know being authentic is being true to yourself. And baby, nobody under the sun can be you. So eat that up and apply it to your life. All right? I'm telling you, it might be hard, but nothing worth having in life is gonna be easy. And that's from a great poet, Pap Chanel.
Nah, that's fire. I like that a lot. I really appreciate, having this conversation with you, and I appreciate your time. I wish you the best this year, and just have a great one.
Yeah,
Yes,
thank you.
ma'am.